Hey, greetings everybody. This is Bob Hartwell again with the Hartwell team at Keller Williams Realty here in the Atlanta market. I'm here today to answer a question in a kind of a general sense that I get quite often, and I think other realtors get this question too. And that is, what's the best time to buy and what's the best time to sell? And this is going to sound a little generic, but I do want to let you know that it kind of depends on what's right for you. I always tell my clients that the best time to sell and the best time to buy is when your situation dictates it. However, if we're going to talk about the market in general, then let me give you a little bit more of a sense of that. As we all know, real estate is a cyclical business. Springtime tends to be when a lot of people hit the market, so a lot of people feel like that's the best time to show or sell a house because everything looks great in the yard. Others would argue that the best time to sell a house is when there's less competition, which would mean that November, December, beginning of January kind of time frame, which is why we come back to what's the best time for you. There are double-edged swords on both of these. In the winter months, the homes don't look quite as pretty from the outside because flowers aren't blooming and the birds aren't singing and everything looks a little dull and gray. However, the good thing about that is you have way less competition. And those buyers who are buying during the winter months are typically very intent buyers. They have to move or they desire strongly to move. They may be getting transferred and beginning trying to get into something for the next year of their new job, or they want to get in before they lose their tax exemption for the following year. If you close before the end of the year, then the following year you get an immediate tax exemption for your homestead. So there's good and bad to that. On the other hand, in springtime is a great time to show a home because everything is blooming, the birds are singing, as I mentioned. Springtime weather here is pretty spectacular. So they show very, very well on the exterior. The downside to that is there's a lot more competition. So you have to make the decision on whether you care in particular about people coming through your home during the holiday season. And if you don't, and you feel good about it, then you stand a much better chance of selling because there's a lot less competition. And normally people have their houses decorated and they show pretty well on the inside. The outside just looks a little bit gray. Summertime is a great time also because people are now looking at moving into a new school district and they want to get in after that end of May, beginning of June vacation period. So there are lots of good times to do it. Now, on the buying side, you would think that because we're still in a little bit of a shortage in terms of an inventory, that you would be at a serious disadvantage. However, because of that, and because of the economy really humming along nicely, the interest rates are fantastic. So affordability is very, very good. Now, I know this sounds like a real estate pitch, but I'm just going to tell you, there are times in the past where I can tell you there's a definite time to buy and a definite time to sell. However, right now, we're just in a really strong market. We're in a great market for sellers because the inventory is a little low, and we're in a great market for buyers because affordability is very high. So if you have more questions and you want to get more specific on that, of course, I'm always here for you. I would love to be able to answer some questions for you. My information is on these videos, so you'll be able to click on that. And if you ever need a referral to someone in your area, I have a great referral network, so I'd be happy to help you find the person who can help you understand this and explain it to you a little bit better. For now, that's all I've got today. I really appreciate you listening, and let me know if you have any questions. Get in touch. Love to help you out.